Far Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Welcome to another quick live. I don't think I'll be on here too long, but I did want to say happy Friday. Well, to say happy Friday and wish you and all yours very well. If you mean us well and you're one of our supporters, hit that subscribe button. If not, you need to be that. If you're up in here looking at me right now, you need to be a subscriber. You need to put some likes on this thing. But I want y'all to know I appreciate the energy that has been positive and respectful in regards to my review of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. I've been seeing and reading everything that the right folks said. I mean, some people said some things and didn't get crazy. You know, they didn't agree, but they at least stated their stuff without being offensive or getting on these weird things that some people think they have the right to do online when it comes to fanning out about stuff, which is really disturbing. You know, it's kind of like a group of characters I created in a fan fiction thing I did called Cyberpunk ATL. If you're not familiar, check it out. But I created this group of characters in there that really were representing, or they became, because they didn't start off that way, but there's in the world of Cyberpunk and how that goes, and you have all these different gangs and factions and things. I made one group of gangsters basically based on cosplaying nerdy kids that are extremists about their fandom for certain types of shows and movies and anime and things like that, to the point that they try to live out their little pseudo gangster fantasies in real life and actually end up becoming a real gang that kicks up dust at Comic-Cons and online with beefs that end up with people getting killed over all kind of drama. You know what I'm saying? Like what really happens in real life these days sometimes. People cyberbullying and then people actually come for them and take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Things happen because of stuff being said. So it's like, it's crazy for real out here, you know? And I took the fictional based on the reality of how bad that can be. And I tell you, after just seeing how people are reacting to this Star Trek show, I can see how, man, when I don't want any of what I created to ever come true. But I see how these ideas, I always say cyberpunk as a genre is a reflection of reality. It's like holding a mirror to the ugliest sides of all this nuttiness, right? And I see it blatantly in the way people are reacting to this show and being so extreme about it. Look, if you don't like there's things I don't like. And I got specific on the things I didn't like in my review, okay? I even gave a history of why I love Star Trek and where my opinions are coming from, right? But what's really crazy and bizarre is to see when people get so extreme that they're yelling and going crazy about it and acting like they really gonna get physical about a damn show that you'll never be on. You yelling about who can't act and you ain't never acted in your life. You ain't never took a class. You don't know what Meisner is. You don't know what any techniques are. You don't know what any skills are required to do the job. But you sitting up here just because you don't like the casting or you don't like the show's story and everything, saying that you hate this and you hate that. You don't even know what the definition of hate is. You're just a little simp ass motherfucker trying to get credits for yelling on YouTube and hope that the algorithm goes up with you. Because I've learned, if I start yelling right now, I just lost, I had 20 people, right? If I literally just start yelling and going crazy right now, it's 8, right? Let me show y'all, I'm gonna do it for y'all, ready? Ah! 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 Now, it's gonna drop for the ones who were in here. But let me keep talking like that and acting like that. I promise you to get back to 20 within the next 5 minutes. I promise you it will. Because it's like when they came, when people came up with the phrase rage bait, it's real. It's real. It's real. There's literally, for the sake of numbers, they don't care who gets hurt in the process. They don't care who's offended. Just, hey man, cause some chaos and give us some numbers so we can put some advertising between it. That's just the truth of it for some of this stuff. That's just the truth of it. And it's disgusting because there's real problems. There's real problems, man. It's not cool. It's not cool. Not cool at all. So anyway, I had some things that I added to my list of frustrations, not just defense. Because I've been on the defense, like, yo, get a show a chance, man. Give Starfleet Academy a chance, right? That's more or less the, I spoke of what I didn't like. I spoke of what I think might be reckless writing, reckless presentation based on the original canon and intentions and heartbeat of the show. and what Gene Roddenberry's vision was. And anytime, whether they are alive or not, a creator creates something and you say it is based on their original idea and concept, I feel you have an obligation to at least let it continue to resemble their vision. It can't go so far off the tracks that it has nothing to do with the original vision. That's weird. That's super weird, and it's not going to help anything progress or get where it should be if you're going to continue that series, which we see is happening. It's continuing, but it's not. In some ways, it's a total reflection of Roddenberry's vision. In other ways, it's off the tracks. So I would agree when people say it is, I mean, they say, hey, that's off the tracks. But what I don't like that I'm seeing, and some of the people saying that, they're off the tracks in their own damn mental capacity. They on some serious need to check into the mental real quick. They need to be put on the 13th floor at Grady. If you're from Atlanta, you felt everything. Well, nah, you can't just be from Atlanta. You gotta be from old school Atlanta, because otherwise you still ain't gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. And I don't care, because I want y'all to research some things. Some things need to be researched. Some things need to be learned. We do edutainment here. Everything ain't easy. You gotta look things up in life. You gotta research what people are referencing. A lot of that happens too. I see people just get on and rant, but they give no context to what they're talking about. Nothing. They just, who gives me? What? Why am I listening to you? Who are you? What have you done? Like I tell every time I talk about film, I tell y'all, I've been in the film business for 12 years. Can't nobody fade that. Some of the goofy that want to sit up and talk ish in my comments, you've watched me. You've seen me in movies and shows, goofy. Yeah, you paid money to see me and hundreds of thousands of other actors, whether we had lines or not. If you took us all out, and somebody, oh, you was just an extra, you can't make the movie without them. I've been a stand-in too. You don't know what that is? Look it up. Most people don't know what the hell that is. They think they do. Oh, like a double? I've done a double. Double's different. Double is different. These are positions on a set. It's a unit. It's a production. It's a team. Some of y'all don't understand nothing about team. You couldn't stay on no team. You get kicked real quick because you ain't got it in you. You ain't got it in you. You ain't dedicated to nothing. You half-ass about everything. And I see that with these reviews, and it's pissing me off because I wish they would say more. It's not that I don't agree with some of the things that I'm offended by too. I don't like that. I don't wish they didn't do that. And like I say, this episode 5 was the final nail in the coffin where I said, okay, I can't defend everything here. I'm gonna defend what makes sense, and I'm not even saying I'm not gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it. See, unlike these idiots trying to pretend, it just made me want to throw up. I wanted to, they say all this stuff for hype, trying to get, like I say, clickbait drama. Man, shut up. You're still here. You didn't kill yourself. What you talking about? And you know how dangerous it is to talk like that online, right? Don't do that. It ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. But what is serious is acting like it's the end of the world when you know you're going to still watch the show. Especially if you get numbers off of doing these reviews, whether it's extreme or not. Because there's a lot of extremists on YouTube. I've learned that. I used to think there was a balance of, equal, woosah, some really balanced people. Yeah, we're here. People who have different sides to their personality instead of just all extreme. But I'm learning that there's a lot of extremists on here. I mean, a lot. When you look at the numbers that some of these people get when they follow, I'm like, oh my gosh, is that many people listening to this person every week and liking this? That's scary. Scary. Not good, man. Not good. Not cool. Not healthy. Not wise. Not efficient. Just NOT. And I don't support that at all. I want to see people nip that in the bud, man. I keep saying somebody gotta say it. Like, trolls aren't just out of nowhere. They're supported. You got whole channels run by trolls. You got whole channels run by trolls and allowed to exist. What sense does that make? You're talking about community rules. If you're really about that life, you need to shut some of these accounts down for these people who really are dangerous. They're saying stuff that's outright racist. They're saying stuff that's outright sexist. They're saying stuff that's outright offensive to different groups of people because of how they live their life. Look, you cannot like a character on a show. I don't like all these characters. I don't like what they're doing to Gene Roddenberry's vision in some ways, but guess what? If you really about that life, You know, I tell y'all, we live the art life for real. Put pen to paper, make something. If you're that serious about film, get in a class, become an actor. Learn the grueling process. And if you can make it for 10 years, then come back and let me see your review about a show. My next one is coming soon.